Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be analyzing Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals. I recently analyzed the other teams as well. It should be up here, I think. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
So first up, the strengths. They have a good bowling lineup and a lot of bowling options with the likes of Bhuvi, Umran Malik, who's very quick. They have Natarajan, who can nail Yorkers and can be brutal in the death overs. They also have Tyagi, who reminds me of Brett Lee and can help Natarajan and Bhuvi in the death overs. We all know what he did against Punjab last year with defending 4 runs in the final over. So their death bowling looks pretty good. They also have Janssen, who has been good for South Africa in the recent test series against India and can bat decently as well. They have a world-class captain in Kane Williamson, who led New Zealand to 3 World Cup finals in the past 7 years. Well, they lost all of them, but has played a big role in helping New Zealand grow as a cricket team. He will be expected to do the same for SRH now and back the youngsters in his team. Now, when we come to their weaknesses, they don't have a strong batting lineup and no real consistent batsman except Williamson. David Warner is no longer in SRH and they only have Williamson, who can really score big runs and is consistent. Purran and Markram look good when they are in the mood, but Purran had a horrible IPL in 2021 and Markram isn't in good form at the moment, and we don't know how they'll perform this season. Then they don't have a good spinner with Rashid Khan leaving the franchise. As I said in the last video, he is one of the best spinners in the world. They have Shreyas Gopal and Washington Sundar. Gopal isn't the most experienced and Sundar, is he a gun wicket taker? And they aren't that threatening compared to Rashid Khan. Now this is my playing 11 for SRH. Who will be their X-Factor players? For me, they're personally Kane Williamson, Bhuvi and Purran. Bhuvi and Purran have to be consistent now. They have to really perform for SRH if SRH have to qualify. And speaking of qualification, will they reach the playoffs? They may just shock us all, but I feel on paper they aren't the strongest. They will want Markram and Purran to be very consistent alongside Williamson and them to have a breakthrough season. Their bowling looks okay, but the problem is with their batting, so they might just miss out on the playoffs this year.
Now I'll be talking about Rajasthan Royals.
Now when we come to Rajasthan Royals, Rajasthan hasn't been the great except the first season where they won it. Courtesy Shane Warne. I'm still in shock because of his demise, but he was a great guy and is always in my heart. This year, Rajasthan has been very good in the auction, and for me personally, they have built a strong team. Now when we come to their strengths, their bowling lineup is personally my favourite this IPL, with Bolt and Prasid leading the pace attack, and with the form Prasid is coming with, they're sorted there. But my favourite area is their spin department with 2 of India's best, Ravi Ashwin and Yuzi Chahal. They have good Indian quality spinners, which they didn't have earlier, I feel, and I can't wait to see their bowling lineup in action today. They can also play Riyan Parag and one of Nisham or Kultanai, which gives you the balance of 3 spinners and 3 pacers. If you want to improve your batting, you can play Nisham, who can give you 2-3 good overs as well. And if you want your bowling to be top class, you can play Kultanai, which just shows how good their balance is. They also have a good batting lineup with the likes of Butler, Sampson and even Pardikal, which makes the top 4 alongside Jaiswal, and 2 great finishers in Hetmeyer and Parag. This is a very balanced team, I feel, and is almost flawless according to me. Now when we come to their weaknesses, like Punjab, I don't see many to be honest. But in their batting, they might get confused with whom to open with, as 3 of their top 4 are openers. If you make Pardikal and Jaiswal open, then you have to send Butler at either 3 or 4, which isn't too sufficient, and you may not get the best of Butler, as Butler has been phenomenal when he has opened for England in the T20 World Cup, and can easily do it in the IPL as well. They also might get confused with whom to play between Nisham and Kultanai, as one is a batting all-rounder and the other is a bowling all-rounder. Now this is my playing 11 for Rajasthan Royals. For me, their X-Factor players will be Joss Butler, Sanju Samson and Chahal. Butler obviously because of his great assets and his great 360-degree shots. Samson, he has been consistent for Rajasthan and consistent in the IPL, and this year he'll have to do the same. And Chahal, who is RCB's leading wicket taker, has to perform well in his new franchise as well. Now, will they reach the playoffs? I am very confident that RR will have a good season this year and should reach the playoffs, and a very balanced side this year, and are strong contenders to reach the playoffs, if not the final.
That's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This was the last episode of this series, and I will be back soon with other IPL videos as well. So until next time.